Good, great morning. Now, before I get into this, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be totally, however you call it, emotional, raw. I mean, I had this all set up a little while ago when I was getting ready for work, which today's usually my day off. But first off, I hope you watch. One of the first things, I hope you watch this video all the way through, even though it may get long. I don't know. I really do hope you, because you might learn something here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. So don't think that at all. But to God be all the glory. Straight up. Now I'm going to give you a little tidbit about my personal life that I don't usually talk about. I was a lousy dad. I'm the first to admit that one. So straight out the gate, I'll be the first to tell everybody that one. The oldest two boys, Montana and Cody, their mother and I, we got divorced. I come up with every story in the book, excuse in the book why I became a lousy father. I tried to tell myself because I couldn't stand dealing with her. But actually, majority of that is true. Then when my wife and I got together, that all changed about. But now we're going to, as a matter of fact, I'll give you a little backstory on it. Fast forward to 3 years ago, something like that. Montana got married to his wife. Now they were planning on having a little small wedding ceremony at their house. And then the following year they were supposed to take a cruise or whatever over to Mexico and do it on board the ship or whatever they were going to do. Well, that didn't happen. But I went up to the one at the house, which is why I got a car sitting in the driveway because I never fixed it. I didn't want to broke the damn thing. But and when I went up there, him and I talked, and we talked about me being the lousy dad of the year, of the century. And I remember he looked at me and said, "You came to my wedding. That's done and over with." Now him and I talked. We talked every day. We text message every day. Guaranteed clockwork. Now, this morning I put up a post about faith with works. Now, like I said, it's going to get along, and it's not edited, none of that stuff. Now, Montana has not been a great believer. Probably because he's seen what he's got to do in the military. I don't know. I haven't got around to asking that one yet. And he's had to do things for the military that none of us can imagine. To the point he had to get drunk to tell us. You can figure the rest out. Now him and Jasmine been together for I don't know, about 4 years now. She's a little spitfire. I like her. She really is. And she's got a daughter from a previous relationship. As far as I'm concerned, that's my granddaughter, straight out. And they had Lane, who is Montana's biological daughter. I mean, with Jasmine's oldest daughter, Addie, well, let's put it this way, her biological father's not that great. Montana's been the one that's been there from all this time, teaching her out everything she had to know. And she had Minmon, which we all now. If you've been with his channel basically from the start, you'll know I've done a few videos on Minmon. Montana's done one. Minmon, I will finally use his first name. Don't ask me to repeat this either, so pay attention. His real first name is Bo. Now you know that. We're going back to Minmon. He was born with what's called, I'm not going to pronounce it right, heterotaxy, where all of his internal organs are literally backwards. They're on the wrong side. He was born without a spleen. He was born with, I want to say, I think it's like a half a heart. I'm pretty sure that's how it's called. I'm not sure. And he's had a surgery on his neck because he had something wrong with that. I can't remember now. He's had stents put in his heart. He's 9 months old, and he's been home total of 12 days. I mean, one time he came home, I think it was for like 2 days, and they had to air flight him back to Children's Hospital in Philly. Ronald McDonald House got to the point with my daughter-in-law, they just told her, because I guess how it works is when you check out, when you got to go back, you got to get a different room and all this stuff. And they finally said, you know what? The situation you're in, leave your stuff in that room. It's yours as long as you need it. Thank God for that. Because from their house to Philly is like 2 or 3 hour drive. One way. Now, so he was born February 1st of this year, and he's been home 12 days. Well, and back to, I know I'm rabbit trailing because my brain's flying all over worse than the NASCAR circuit. This morning I put up a post about faith with works. Now, back to what I was saying before, Montana's never been I don't know how to put it where it doesn't sound bad. A great, real, I don't know, whatever way you want to call it, being a Christian. Well, not that long ago, him and I were talking about a text message. And he had some questions, and I answered them. One of the questions was, which blew my mind. He said, Dad, when I tithe, do I tithe off my net or my gross income? I said, your gross. Then Jasmine put up a post on Facebook last week that the hospital was running out of formula. And she called their, I guess, insurance or whatever it is, their provider, and one of them, they could direct bill it to get the formula for the hospital, and they said, no, we can't do that. But apparently they said, let us get back to you, let us check something out. Well, they called back. I don't know how they did it, don't know who they talked to or any of that. I don't even know all the details, but they called Jasmine back and said, we've got 132 cases of formula we're sending to the hospital. 132 cases. Now, if you buy a baby formula, let me tell you something, it starts at $20 and goes up. Because the twins run it, and it's $21 a can. WIC don't cover that much. So God was awesome there. Jasmine put up a post in Montana since he started tithing. He doesn't miss. She's been the one that has problems with it. That just got changed. Now, anything major with Minmon that they let me know about. Well, this morning, and I'll put the post up, his text message. 'Cause when I read it, my eyes literally started tearing up because you got to understand, my wife's got faith, and this woman had a battle with God for 20 plus years because her dad went to one of the doctors, total complete health checkup, all of it, heart and everything else. Oh, you're fine, Joe, you're fine. Yep, 2 days later he was dead. His heart blew up in his chest, and she blamed God. And somewhere along the line that changed. Now, when our oldest son Cody was burning that fire, she said from day one, Cody's going to be fine. Well, let's see, he was 20 when he went in the hospital to celebrate his 21st birthday in a coma. He'll be 33 in February. He's fine. That woman's got faith to it. I've seen once before in my personal lifetime. And with mid-month, she said the same thing. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Now, I can only imagine what Montana's going through. Being his father. Now, it's Montana's father and Mid-Mont's grandfather. Now, you got to understand, and I know this is going to sound bad, but it's the honest God's truth. I've been able to literally power through anything I wanted in my life. Just brute strength, I've been able to do it. And yet, in this situations like this, you feel totally useless and helpless. So I've had to rely on God, which has been a bit of a pill to swallow, honestly. But you know what? Now I'm getting to the point. For all the stuff all this mess. Montana said this morning, good morning. Bo's coming home today. I don't get watery-eyed very often. That did it. Bo's coming home today. Now, he does need a heart transplant. Montana said the doctor said he'll be back within 3 to 6 months let's see if he answered while I'm talking to you guys. Maybe. Hold on, I'm reading. I'm trying to drive and read. Because I asked him, because he said I had to go back, and Doc thinks he'll be back in 3 to 6 months. Why, for the transplant? Yeah, before his heart needs medical support again. I said, what's that mean? I don't understand. He just said, when his heart can no longer support him, he'll go on medicine to help his heart. What happens when that happens? He goes to the hospital, gets put on the list. Well, I thought he was already on the list. So, any way you cut it, somebody tells me there's not a God, I'm gonna laugh. I'll say I'm gonna laugh in their face. I was gonna laugh in their face anyways, honestly. But now more so than before. I mean, I look at the night skies. Yeah, okay. I look at my own personal life. Yeah, okay. But don't tell me God's not awesome. Because Bo's coming home today. If you got kids or grandkids, you can understand that. I mean, this is this boy's first Thanksgiving, first Christmas, first everything. He's coming out of that hospital. So you guys have been praying, which I cannot even say thank you enough. There isn't enough words for that one. So don't tell me prayer doesn't work. Because we've got a team that's going to be laughing and saying, you want to bet? Seriously, do you really want to make that bet? Because you will lose. So I've been excited since I read that this morning. Now but I want to share with you. So everybody, our prayers are working. Because Bo's coming home today. Hallelujah. Yeah, I'm excited. If I could do backflips, I'd be doing it from here all over the globe. On that note, I will catch you on the flip-flop. Have a great day. And God bless, and I love you. Bye.